Welcome everybody. My name is Michael and today we're discussing about my favorite and everyone's favorite bank, Chase. That's right. Big smile on my face. All right, so you read the title. Guys, I'm silly. I forgot that last time they treated me like, you know what, and I forgot. I was lazy. I wanted to cash in a check through their mobile application, even though I have PNC Bank and I have a credit union and I should be using them. I forgot because, well, oh no. So I had an issue with a check a long time ago, maybe not so long ago, last month. It was for $5,000. I deposited a $5,000 check.
I understand. It might not, hold on, there we go. It might not be quite often that one deposits a $5,000 check when you're a young adult. I get it. I might have flagged Chase. See, what irks me a little bit is that if people get paid once a month, then that's a few $1,000s on a single check. And according to Chase's standards, I guess, what I found out is, just from my experience, any check that gets over $500 or so dollars, I don't know. Sometimes I get $515 checks because this is after taxes and I get paid per week. Sometimes, it's in car sales, so the checks are going to be different. Sometimes you get 515. Sometimes you get, like this time, 741.55. Sometimes you get 600. Sometimes, there might be a week where it's $900. And, well, that's a little bit of a problem because there's plenty of people out there who get paid once a month or twice a month. That's most of the jobs out there. And if it's thousands of dollars, Chase will put that on hold. And they're going to put a minimum hold of 2 days on it, which we're going into our second day. And what I found out, like last time with the $5,000 check, is that they gave a 10-day hold. Now, I'd be upset. I'd be very upset on a normal week where, okay, that $5,000 wasn't necessary. But the very important reason that I had a larger check than usual. I get it, it's larger check than usual, so it set off some red flags, but I've been a Chase customer for 7 or 8 or however many long years, and it was my first bank that I ever made an account with. Actually, maybe 9. I don't know. It was the first bank that I made an account with. It was there was a couple of branches nearby, so I decided, hey, might as well. My parents had one, and I knew a lot of people with Chase Bank and didn't think much of it at the time. Well, everything seemed okay as I wasn't using them that often, but the problem started when I moved abroad, and then, as we all know from my previous channel and from videos that I've already posted on this channel, I've had tons of issues with them. It's always verification after verification until earlier this year they actually blocked my account and I lost access to Chase because for 3 months I had no money and I didn't get any alerts. I didn't get anything. I would have put in a single cent in there to keep it active, but I didn't get any alerts. And what's funny is they closed my account literally the month before I moved to America. That's why I didn't have any money in there, because I was abroad, and like, what's the point of keeping money in there? And I was planning to return back to America anyways, and I ended up getting super frustrated. I said to myself, I'm opening up a credit union account. And I did. And I do have a credit union account. And I opened up PNC. I wanted to go with a good bank, someone that actually might care, and I'm sure there's other great banks out there, and I'm definitely going to be exploring my options now, especially now that my credit score is going up. So in the future, when I'm going to be taking my business, for example, I'm working with Discover right now for building credit, and I like Discover. So I'm going to be taking my business to banks and online banks that treat me well. So I had issues with verifications for years now. They would lock me out, and it's kind of impossible to verify in person when you're abroad. Well, this was very inconvenient because they locked my $5,000 check right before the trip to Poland, where I needed part of that $5,000 to still purchase a return ticket. I only had a ticket one way, and I needed to purchase a return ticket, which the ticket itself, you know how airline tickets are right now, it's expensive. The return ticket itself just was $1,200, something like that, with taxes. So that was a large part of it. Plus, I needed money to, go to Poland and be there and actually live there. So that was at least a couple $100. And then I needed money for a present, my girlfriend. So maybe more details in the future. And I needed money for a down payment for a vehicle, which I was purchasing at the time. And I had a lot of things going on, and they decided, you know what? 10-day hold. So I was put on 30-minute hold, 60-minute hold, and come on, I gotta go to work, I gotta take care of things. I could not get them to budge. I asked, can I speak with the manager? Can I speak with anybody? They're like, no, sorry, we can't help you. We can't verify this. You're just going to have to wait to 10 days. I was like, what do you mean? I'm flying out in a few days. I won't be able to put down a down payment for a vehicle that I essentially signed the paperwork to because I knew I had the money. And I did. It's just Chase blocked it. So what they used to do every single time I deposited a check is they would give me a part of that money immediately, the day of. And when I deposited $5,000, they gave me zero. So I thought, at least, if anything happens, at least they'll give me part of it, right? Nope, zero. If they gave me 50% or 20% or even 10%, okay, but zero. So I did have my funds held for, a day, and I got it released because after a while, I basically cried to a supervisor, and the supervisor at first was like, no, we can't help you. And I was like, ah! But I guess they could have because, they were able to release my funds, and it was not a fun experience. Well, now, after I returned and I started getting checks weekly from my workplace again, I deposited 2 checks so far. Everything was fine. I forgot about the situation, like a fool. My memory's not that great. It's just, I was thinking convenience, I use the application a lot, don't really use PNC. I gotta switch right now. And last check was, $515. It wasn't the best. It was okay, but it's a decent check. That's after taxes. And that didn't get blocked. Of course, the whole deposit didn't come in the same day. It came in 1 business day after, but they gave me, I think, 50 or 70%, somewhere between those numbers, of the funds that I could use, and that was fine. And right now, I deposited a check after taxes, $741.55. This was perfect because I was supposed to get paid the first. I did. I deposited the check. It's now the second. I had a bill today, the second, 200 something bucks. I also did get paid because not only do I get paid in checks for work, but I also get paid on a little card from the manufacturer that I sell the vehicles for, and they gave me, $200, which is always nice because, hey, that's an additional couple $100 every single month, but it's not enough to pay my bills. So I fueled up my car. I'm using it. I still have, $100 something, but was planning to have $800 fully, which would be fine because I had 2 bills. One is due today. Technically, I got it delayed to the 4th. So that's fine. That's my phone bill. My phone bill is a little higher because I was using it abroad and, got sick, whatever. I needed to turn on roaming, and that was an additional $72. So my phone bill is $187 for AT&T. I know, it's high. Remember the $72. It's still a high bill, but whatever. So I got that delayed till the 4th. And I also have an Xfinity bill because I pay for high-speed internet plus cable. My parents wanted cable, so I, got it. This month was going to be a little bit more expensive than next month. Same with AT&T. Next month everything would be fine. But still, Xfinity bill right around $300. So, that actually adds up to closer to $500. So everything would be fine because I know next week's paycheck is also going to be good. And then, I paid out all my other bills. I paid my credit cards. I got to pay my car loan, but that's in 2 weeks. I paid my insurance, paid everything. Except these 2 bills where I thought, I'm going to deposit a check. Everything's going to be fine. Nope. Going to be waiting a few days at the minimum. You know why? Because Today I called right before work. I work on Saturdays, and right before work I had half an hour. I thought, hey, I can get this resolved. First person can't help me, so they transfer me. Second person, they say hold time is greater than 50 minutes. Fantastic. After 10 minutes I hung up because, I realized I'm not going to fix this anyways. There's multiple times that right before work I was calling, thought I could get something resolved, was put on hold for 30 minutes while at work still, after waiting so long. I was like, come on, and I had to hang up many times. Well, same thing here. I decided might as well hang up earlier so I can listen to some music on my drive there. Okay, I'll call after work. The Chase Bank closes at 2 p.m., so can't go in person. Tomorrow it's closed. I'll call. Guess what? It's closed. The line's closed. It should be 24/7. It should not be 9 to 5 or 8 to 5 or whatever it is. And it's so silly that most likely I know tomorrow it's going to be closed, since they close already the hours right now. I know tomorrow's going to be closed, and the minimum 2-day hold might expire on Monday. But I'm guessing, knowing my luck, it's going to be like last time where it's a 10-day hold, and Monday's going to be the 4th. If I'm unable to resolve this Monday, that means I'm going to have 2 unpaid bills. Thanks to Chase. Really appreciate it. You guys are absolutely terrible. And I feel like such a fool. I should have not, Guys, we all make mistakes. It's not the greatest mistake in the world. I know I'll be able to handle this. I'll probably have to go into the Chase Bank branch on Monday, right before work, and then if they can't handle it, I'll need to be put on hold again. Guys, I called early in the morning today. And they had a hold time of 50 minutes. At like 8 in the morning. 50-minute hold time. Like what? And greater than 50. So, the worst hold time I've ever had was 2.5 hours where I was determined. I was determined to be, So finally, after 2.5 hours of listening to like the whole music, I was just like, determined. I got finally to someone, and they resolved my situation within a few minutes, which is funny. So I don't know. I just wanted to record this video because reminder to self: don't use Chase. Like seriously, don't. They're terrible. I'm not gonna go into the whole, they close people's bank accounts because of your job. If they don't like your job, if they deem it too controversial, they close your bank account. And a couple of years ago, it used to be crypto influencers got their bank accounts closed, crypto investors, people who had even millions of dollars or hundreds of millions, closed. So, fantastic. The only people Chase kind of cares about is private bank clients, which not always, but they give you a little bit. I mean, that goes with any bank. But Chase, for some reason, is just Chase what matters. Yeah, and also they changed a lot of grandfathered accounts recently where, I never was supposed to get any fees, and now it's impossible for me because they closed my account, and I had to start a new account. So that's also another fun one. They are charging me $12 a month, which so far I've had waived multiple times, but I know I kind of ran out of the waves because last time they didn't let me, so that was great. It is what it is. It's time to close it. That's it. Sorry, Chase, but you're just terrible. Like, if you were a good bank, I'd recommend you. I'd probably make great videos about you. I know people get really upset about banks and all this stuff. Like, guys, I wish I was paid in cash or in crypto. That's it. I wouldn't have to cash these checks in, and then they have to verify. And I get that there's a verification hold system to prevent fraud, whatnot. But if the same employer, if 90% of these checks, sometimes you get a random check like that, $5,000 check wasn't from my employer, it was from somewhere else, it was from a different bank. But if I get paid every single week from the same bank account that my employer uses, whatever their bank is, if I get paid every single week, and the amounts aren't that different, like it's a matter of a few $100s difference, and it's every single week, and I've deposited like over 10 so far, or whatever the number is, don't you think you could put me on the list not to block me? What's the difference between accepting 515 and not accepting 741.55? Like, even if they gave me half of 741.55 while they were deciding, oh, is it fraudulent or not? That'd be nice. But here we go. On to 2 days tomorrow in literally like 3 hours. So I know I'm not going to get a result tomorrow. So maybe Monday. If not, if I'm going to have to wait 10 days. But I will be very upset if I miss payments. Now, thankfully, these 2 payments, Xfinity and AT&T, shouldn't affect my credit, ultimately, if they're late a day or 2 or whatnot. But it's just like, So, my next paycheck in 6 days, where I'm depositing it, either PNC or my credit union. I'll try PNC first. I've never deposited with them, so we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Might be fun. Might be also not so fun. So, guys, use crypto. That's it. Well, that'd be easy advice, but not every employer is going to use crypto. So, hopefully things change in the future. But, this is not a video to go against companies that use checks. That's a lot of companies in the world. Millions of companies use checks on a daily basis. But rather for the many, many banks out there that for some reason seem to live in the Middle Ages still, where, I don't know, it's weird. Wires, bank checks, all of this stuff, like, it should take 2 to 3 business days max. Not 10 business days. 10 business days! It's over 2 weeks.
Thanks for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, hit that subscribe button if you're new, and if you're not, know that I appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks, guys, for hitting 1,404 subscribers. Hopefully we get to 1,500 pretty soon before the month is over. That would be nice. Guys, I appreciate it. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.